16 secret cruise tricks cruise lines hope you never find out.
Cruise lines are good at selling fantasies. Picture the ultimate relaxation, gourmet meals, and breathtaking views. Most passengers board believing they've been told everything they need to know. But here's what rarely gets said out loud. A cruise ship is a controlled environment designed to influence your experience and spending. And tucked inside that system are things cruise lines don't exactly hide. They just don't advertise them either. Once you know them, you cruise differently. These are the quiet tricks seasoned cruisers learn over time, and once you hear them, you'll start spotting them everywhere. Let's start with one that surprises almost everyone. Number 1. The official-looking shops that actually aren't official. The art auctions, free champagne, big promises, the jewelry and watch stores, cruise logos, uniformed staff, elegant lighting. It all feels official, but here's the part most passengers never hear clearly. None of these are run by the cruise line. They're third-party companies leasing space on board. That means inflated pricing, pressure-friendly environments, and limited accountability. Art estimated values are marketing numbers. Jewelry and watches follow the same logic. Once the cruise ends, the cruise line has zero responsibility. Returns get messy, disputes drag on. Different countries, different rules. Browse if you like, but the moment someone mentions investment value, resale potential, or today-only pricing, smile, sip the champagne, and keep walking. And that seamless feeling? It's not accidental. The next trick proves it. Number 2. Many ships still don't have man-overboard detection systems. This one makes people uncomfortable, and for good reason. Despite how advanced cruise ships look, many still don't have automatic systems that instantly detect when someone goes overboard. That means incidents can go unnoticed for hours, sometimes much longer. Be honest, would you have assumed this was already handled by technology? Even on modern ships, cruise lines rarely talk about this. It doesn't fit the image of total control, but it explains why certain safety procedures feel slow or reactive. The takeaway here isn't fear, it's awareness. Respect railings, be cautious late at night, and understand that the ocean doesn't forgive distractions. And if this surprised you, wait until you hear the trick. Number 3. Cruise staff are trained to subtly influence spending. This isn't malicious, it's just very well designed. From casinos' layouts to bars appearing right as foot traffic slows, even scents are pumped into specific areas. Cruise staff also follow gentle scripts, not aggressive upsells, soft nudges. Have you tried this yet? Most guests really enjoy this. Just so you know, today's special. It doesn't feel like selling, it feels like service, and that's exactly why it works. Once you notice it, you make more intentional choices, not fewer, just smarter ones. And that awareness unlocks something else entirely, especially when it comes to food. Speaking of food, the next trick alone changes how most people eat for the entire cruise. Number 4. You're allowed to order food that isn't on the menu. Here's a little secret most people don't realize. The main dining room has a menu, sure, but chefs often have the flexibility to make things that aren't listed. Craving something simple, like mac and cheese or a specific side from another meal? Ask politely, and 9 times out of 10, they'll make it. Comfort food, special requests, or even repeat favorites are usually available if you know to ask quietly. It's not a loophole, it's just the way the system is designed for flexibility. The tricky part, most cruisers assume the menu is all there is and miss out on the meals they actually want. Knowing this makes the next trick feel almost obvious. Number 5. You're allowed to order multiple meals in the main dining room. This might surprise you, but it's allowed. Want 2 mains or a second dessert? Go ahead. Most cruisers think 1 serving per course is the rule, but it's not. The kitchen can handle the orders. The staff actually expect it. Another thing cruisers also miss is that sometimes ordering a second plate is the fastest way to get what you really enjoy without waiting for the buffet. It's one of those little advantages that makes dining feel more personal, and it costs nothing extra. Next up, let's talk about embarkation day, because most people start their cruise the hard way. Number 6. The main dining room is usually open for lunch on embarkation day. Here's a tip that can completely change your first day. Most passengers rush to the buffet when they board. The lines are insane, tables are packed, and there is chaos everywhere. But the main dining room is quietly open for lunch. No loud announcements, no rush, just quieter service, better food, and a much calmer start to your trip. Seasoned cruisers know this, and it can be the difference between a stressful first meal and a relaxed welcome aboard. And speaking of things most people miss, Number 7. The most powerful desk on the ship is guest services, if you know how to use it. Most people only go there when something goes wrong, but guest services is where you quietly unlock flexibility the ship doesn't advertise. For example, cabin prices can drop after you book. Booking early feels final, but cruise pricing shifts constantly. If your category drops, a calm visit to guest services can sometimes get you onboard credit, a partial refund, or even an upgrade. It's not automatic, it's not guaranteed, but it only happens if you ask politely and early. Same thing once you're on board. If your cabin has issues, noise through the wall, weird smells, vibration, you're not trapped. Guest services can often move you quietly, sometimes to a better cabin, depending on availability. The difference is how you approach them. Not angry, not dramatic, just specific, calm, and early. Because they have discretionary power to fix problems and smooth your experience before it escalates. Give them clear details, ask what options exist, and stay respectful. You're not begging for favors, you're using the system the way frequent cruisers do. And once you realize how much leverage that desk really has, the next trick about spending money off the ship makes a lot more sense. Number 8. Shore excursions often cost double what locals charge. Here's a classic aha moment for savvy cruisers. Ship-run excursions are convenient, yes, but in many ports, local tours and services offer nearly identical experiences for half the price. Have you ever booked an excursion automatically without checking what locals were offering right outside the port? Cruise lines bank on convenience and the fact that many passengers don't research. The trick? Compare. Ask around. Sometimes stepping off the ship and booking locally gives you a richer experience without paying double. And while most people focus on excursions, they miss something incredible hiding right on the ship. Number 9. There are unmarked bow access areas with incredible views. This one is almost like a hidden club. Some ships have doors near the bow, the very front of the vessel, that lead to quiet, crowd-free areas. They aren't advertised on the maps. They aren't highlighted in daily newsletters. Would you have assumed those doors were off-limits or thought to try them? But the views? Stunning. Sunrise, sunset, or that feeling of standing at the edge of the world. Finding these spaces quietly can completely change how you experience the ship. And the best part? Almost no one else is there.
Number 10. Behind-the-scenes ship tours exist but aren't advertised. Most cruisers never know this is possible. If you ask early, some ships allow tours of the bridge, engine control rooms, or crew-only areas. These aren't on the daily schedule. They're not listed in the brochures. But for the curious, it's a chance to see the ship from the perspective of the crew. And suddenly, the scale and complexity of these floating cities becomes obvious. A quiet request at guest services might just get you in. And if you like saving time and money, the next one is incredibly underrated. Number 11. Laundry bag specials happen quietly. Here's a trick for those who hate hauling laundry. Some ships offer one-day flat-rate laundry deals. The catch? They usually aren't advertised publicly. You'll often only hear about them from your room steward. Ask, and suddenly a full bag of laundry can be cleaned for a fraction of the usual cost. Little touches like this can save money and free up your time to enjoy the ship. Number 12. The Do Not Disturb sign can actually draw attention. It sounds backwards, but leaving that sign up too long can trigger a welfare check. Housekeeping or security may knock, not to bother you, but because extended silence can signal a problem. It's a small operational quirk almost no one mentions, and a reminder that ship systems prioritize safety, not privacy. And finally, number 13, cabin air vents may be shared with nearby rooms. Here's a subtle one most passengers miss. Odd smells, strange airflow, or temperature changes can sometimes come from neighboring cabins. If you report it early, Guest services can often adjust things or even move you. It's not a flaw, just modern ship design. Knowing that gives you control and saves you from blaming yourself for something you didn't cause. So, there you have it, the cruise tricks that never appear on the brochure. Cruise ships look effortless from the outside. Sunshine, perfect food, smooth sailing. But behind the scenes, there's a carefully designed system keeping that magic alive. And now you know how it works, which means smarter choices, fewer surprises, and a deeper appreciation for the crew that makes it all happen. If you've discovered your own hidden cruise tricks along the way, share them in the comments. Every cruise has its quiet secrets.